Trump does come out, to finish up the NATO story, Trump does come out and say that disregard the NATO treaty, urge Russian attacks on allies. If you have the clip, Rob, go ahead and play this clip. This is him talking about, if people don't pay their fair share for NATO, and a lot of people in mainstream media reacted to this. Go for it.
The presidents of a big country stood up and said, well, sir, if we don't pay and we're attacked by Russia, will you protect us? I said, you didn't pay? You're delinquent? He said, yes, let's say that happened. No, I would not protect you. In fact, I would encourage them to do whatever the hell they want. You got to pay.
That is dangerous rhetoric.
Okay, so unpack it. Why is that
is leadership.
Why is that dangerous rhetoric? Go ahead.
There's words have meaning. Words have power. One of I think the greatest mishaps of the Trump administration was not using his brilliant marketing skills to make NATO pay. We all remember the words, drain the swamp, lock her up, build the wall. Catchphrases, everybody knew that about Trump. He should have been out there saying, make NATO pay. I agree with that. But to come out there and bluster and say, Russia, go ahead and attack our allies, that's as antithetical to American democracy and America's interest as it gets. Now, there's a lot of good things that we could say about Trump. This isn't one of them.
Well, by the way, he's following in Biden's footsteps, because you know what Biden said before Russia invaded Ukraine? You know what he said? He goes, you know what? If you guys do a minor incursion, it's okay. So everybody says the same shit. And he said that, and then 2 weeks later, they attacked. Okay, so listen, I like anybody that's saying America's first, and if you got to pay and you don't pay, that's giving people a warning. And I like it. I don't give a shit.
So if you're delinquent on your bills, that's it.
Whatever.
You can get killed.
Adam, how we have to keep people accountable?
We're not even living in reality.
There's zero accountability. And if you don't start fighting fire with fire, Adam, everybody's walking all over us.
Vinny, let's pull up what countries in NATO have paid and haven't paid. See if we can find that information. See how much money the EU and the people in NATO have actually contributed to this war.
No, I feel you.
Because we're acting as if the United States is the only country funding this.
We're not the most.
I think we're the most. I'm sure we are, but our GDP is greater than any country put together.
But here's the thing. I never thought the day would come where we would have to be you let them find it. I never thought the day would come that Americans would be arguing with Americans on how much we should be protecting ourselves and stop throwing money away. That's ridiculous.
So Poland, who's right next to Russia, is number one. Okay, so Poland, you don't have to get invaded by Russia. Congratulations. United States is number two. Rob, punch in a little bit.
You know why Poland's number one? Do you know why Poland's number one?
Tell me.
Because
they're right next to Russia?
No, because right after Ukraine, Poland is next. So they have to support to do that. So
okay, so here are the countries that won't get invaded because they've paid their fair share. You got Greece, you got, what is that, Spain? Estonia. Rob,
Finland, Romania,
That's
Hungary,
as close as I can go.
Bavaria. I got it. United Kingdom, Slovak Republic, France, Montenegro,
So
Macedonia.
meaning go anything from France and below, they're not hitting their 2% guideline.
Right. Okay, so here are the countries that Trump will allow Russia to take over. Croatia, Albania, the Netherlands, Norway, Denmark, Germany. What is that one right there? Chechnya, which is part of Russia.
Portugal, Italy.
Canada. Italy, our friends in Italy. I think I see Sweden,
Canada, Slovenia, Turkey, Spain, Belgium, Luxembourg.
So these groups that are at 1.8, 1.5, 1.7, 1.6, their contribution should be 2% of GDP. That's what it is. What we're saying is Trump is totally cool with invading Luxembourg now. This is not what American leadership calls for. You should say, hey, listen, motherfuckers, we're going to have to intervene. We have to figure this out. But we're acting like they're not paying anything. Most of these countries that are below the 2% are at 1.7.
Zoom in a little bit. No, you're asking
1.8.
a wrong question. You're asking a wrong question. Zoom in a little bit, Rob. At the top, what the top says. I don't know what the top says. So defense expenditure of this based as of 2015. Okay. So let me, Rob, pull up the Statista one.
Oh, what does that say on the bottom right?
Just so you know, yes.
Pull up the one from Statista.
Light blue is 2014.
Pull up the one
Dark
from
blue is
Statista. Pull up the one from Statista.
While Rob's pulling that up, let's remember one thing.
Do you see the one right there,
Every country on this chart is protecting their own land except one.
No, two, Canada. He's right.
But by the way, if you actually want to give Trump credit here, the stat shows what they were paying in 2014, and then when Trump's rhetoric was like, start paying more, it went up. So I agree with Trump, make NATO pay. But the answer should not be like, if you don't pay your bills, Russia takes over. That's not how this thing works.
Well, he's saying you can't scam us, or guess what? We're going to turn our back on you. Like, it's fair. It's fair. It's fair.
I don't understand this isolationist thought process here. We can take care of our country.
But we're not taking care of it. And I get what you're saying, but
how is it isolationist to say if you pay, I show up?
No, but Adam, you're saying we could do this.
You pay, I help.
You're saying we could protect us and then protect the world. We're not protecting us. That's the problem, that the average American is furious because we're talking about all this. I hate when people say that. That's the worst argument is we're multitask. Bullshit. Fix us first, and then if we have time and money, okay, fine, but we're not fixed. We're a sinking ship. We're the Titanic. You know what we're saying? Hey, come on. No. We're fine. Bullshit. We're sinking. Go on your own damn boat. We're trying to fix our boat. That's the problem, bro. I'm not being that just us. But in this case, America first until we're fixed, and then we could loan you guys money to help yourselves. What?
You have America First senators signing off on this bill. Why don't we ask them their opinion?
Adam, that's why
because they are MAGA guys. They are America First guys.
No,
they're saying yes. We need
MAGA's different. MAGA's different than left, right. Adam, they're on the same team. It's a uniparty, and they don't give a shit about us. It's about money. It's about power, and that's why Trump is such a thorn in their side because he's none of those people.
There's got to be an element of accountability. So for me, of course, Trump is not going to do that. Trump is saying that to scare the crap out of him. That's what you do. You're supposed to do that. It's called shit talking is what he's doing. So he's putting the fear upon these people in NATO to say, you better get your act together or else. You can't literally take it for what he's saying. I'm going to be a dictator for one day. Yeah. What's he going to do? Fix the border and do this. It's not being a dictator like I'm going to tell you what to do, but it's good that the other side likes to use it.
Okay, Pat, I got to give you pushback here, man. There's a difference between saying, quote unquote, no, I will not protect you. Cool, I get it. But in fact, I would encourage them to do whatever the hell they want. That's a little step too far, Pat.
Yeah, no. What I'm telling you is that shit talking. That's shit talking. He's shit talking is what he's doing. And by the way, it's worked. While you're sitting here worried about this, for those 4 years, you never worried about war. Now, as an Israeli yourself, your country
I'm not Israeli, I'm American.
As a person
Jewish. I'm not Israeli. I was born in America.
As a person whose family is from Israel.
No one's from Israel. I'm from America.
None of your family members are from Israel.
No. I'm Jewish.
Your parents, it doesn't lead back to Israel.
2,000 years ago, when the Jews started the homeland.
So how many times have you gone? How many times have you gone back to Israel?
4 times.
Does that country matter to you?
Yes.
Why?
That's the Jewish homeland.
So what are you arguing right now?
I'm just saying I'm not from Israel.
Okay, you're born here, but a guy that's Jewish, who his war started here, your country got attacked. Israel got attacked during this administration.
Yeah.
With these policies. During his, you don't have to worry about that and have a big old reaction to it. During his, that didn't happen. I'm cool with
that.
But because
I'm supporting Trump.
The reason why is because he put the fear upon the enemies. And with NATO, he's trying to say, get your act together before I come in, because you're going to have to pay your fair share.
I agree with you. You can make your point without encouraging Russia to invade your country. There's a difference between saying, pay your fucking bills or else, between pay your fucking bills or else I'm going to encourage Russia to attack you.
Yeah, that's how you talk. So you get over it.
Okay.
He's 78 years old. He's been talking like that.
To me, that's not something that the U.S. president does.
Hey, and guess what? You know what it says to you? You know what it says to you? Slightly half or more of America is so sick of the fake talk. About time somebody is actually willing to talk. And this guy's giving it to him. So if you don't like it, by the end of November, we're going to find out. Maybe we'll get another term of Biden. And maybe it'll be, we'll have a person that talks less. Some of you guys have been asking about PBD Podcast gear. We finally have it. Here's your PBD Podcast gear you were asking about. That mug, if you order today, the PBD Podcast hat or the PBD Podcast shirt combined together, you get the mug for free on the house. We'll send it over to you. And remember, if supply you order over $70, shipping is free. And this mug you see me holding right now, when you put a hot coffee or hot tea or hot water in it, it turns into the PBD Podcast colors that we got. So if you're at the office working, if you want to go brag about the fact that you listen to content and you can entertain opposing ideas and see it could spark a conversation with others, go get yourself the hat, the shirt, and we'll send a mug over to you.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.